Welcome back, YTPC. Mark back with you. I'm still alive. Thankfully made it on God's wake up list again. Sunday, cold Sunday, Northern Illinois. Went out last night, hung out with the two brothers and the wives. It was a good time. Watched my nephew's band here in town. Drank, didn't overdrink, but I drank just enough. Feeling decent this morning. So I'm out in the cold garage, smoking a pipe. What am I smoking? This will be the last burley blend that I'm gonna cover in this series. I'm not gonna cover Haunted Bookshop. I think enough people have had it. Enough people know about it. This is a blend that was suggested to me by Jose, I believe, over a year ago. And matter of fact, he might have sent me some, and I liked it so much I ordered some. That would be Watch City. It's from Watch City Cigar, Walthem Broken Flake. Actually, broken cake, but it's a broken flake. Brand Watch City Cigar, blended by Ernie Q. Manufactured by Watch City Cigar. Blend type aromatic. Contents Burley, Kentucky, Virginia. Flavoring cocoa, chocolate rum. It's a broken flake. Comes in bulk. Made here in the United States. And is currently available. Now, whether they use tobacco to blend their blends from Sutliff or where, I don't know. As you know, this all can be, it's very fluid with what's going on. That would take some research. I didn't research that. Those profiles: strength medium to strong, flavoring mild to medium, room note pleasant to tolerable, taste medium to full. And it rated a 3.25 out of 4. This is a blend. It seems like you look through the reviews, either gets a 4 or a 1. Jim Minks gave it a 4. Most people really approve of this blend. There's a few that they're probably like those who, once they hear aromatic, they're not gonna give it a good rating. But yeah, you get some. You get the cocoa. I don't get a whole lot of chocolate from this. I get some of the rum. I get some spice. I get some floral notes from the Dark Fire Kentucky in it. I get some grass and hay. So, and I just get a touch of the flavoring that they added. So, definitely get the cocoa and the rum. It could probably go into the category of my rum flake. I mean, it's not anywhere close to similar, but as far as it's an aromatic, it'll give you a kick in the ass. Room note is pretty damn good. It'll go great with a bourbon or something like that. This is a blend. I'm not sure how many people have ever tried it, so I thought I definitely would throw it in, talk about it. Definitely worth mentioning for sure. I will have to get online and research where Watch City they get their tobaccos that they blend, if they're going to be affected by all of this. Because I know Sutliff was highly reliant on that. It's supplying a lot of different places with the tobacco they use in their blends. Yeah, you definitely get a little bit of a floral note from the room note. Probably why they made it, call it an aromatic. Man, it just feels good to be home and enjoy a pipe. Couldn't even enjoy a pipe on this last work trip, hardly at all. Um, Kind of a long, put in a lot of hours, put in a lot of work, not much reward. I mean, we got paid, but big part of the reward for me is making sure everything is done and running and everything. And we had a couple that just were not cooperating, so they are probably one of the engineers will have to go out and actually finish figuring out all the controlling part of it. It happens sometimes. Don't happen often, but just say it was kind of a frustrating trip. We're off to Utah this week. It'll be my first adventure in that state, if you want to call a work trip an adventure. So tonight I'll do my figuring, and I will put out my top 5 burleys tomorrow. I've had a pretty good idea for a while, so it's not going to be that much work involved to figure it out. Today will be a very lounging, non-eventful, on purpose day. Probably won't get quite as many pipes in today either that I would like, just because of, well, it's only going to be like high in the low 20s today. It's a little cold. Supposed to warm up to 40 tomorrow. That won't be bad. Definitely has some aromatic qualities to it, for sure. But it's not your run-of-the-mill Lane 1Q aromatic by any stretch. So That's about really the best I can describe it for you for as far as the aromatic part. Mm. You can definitely smoke it at any cadence. It'd probably be better at a slower cadence, like many tobaccos really are, if you want my honest opinion. But you can go at it a little harder and it doesn't bite you or anything like that. You pretty much smoke it in any pipe, obviously. Mm. Good, good, good. So before I go, I will give you my opinion, which I don't do this often, but I will this time, on my destination that I worked last week. If you're going to Portland to just hang out, to enjoy what Portland has to offer, stay home. Nah. Like I said, we put in quite a few hours this week, a lot of hours. But we always try to make time to kind of get out, see what the city has to offer, this and that. It wasn't much. We did get to go out and see Mount Hood. The Alpine mountain range up there is beautiful. See Mount Rainier. We didn't make it over there, but I got a really good picture of it. You saw it in the intro from the plane. But yeah, I've been in quite a few different work trips where, um, you know, it was actually, we found time to get out and enjoy what there is to do. And there's been quite a few cities that has delivered in that, but this one wasn't one of them. And maybe it just could have been just how the job was going too. It was taking up a lot of our time and our focus, and I guess I was just kind of, I had expectations and they weren't met, I guess. Anyway, if you have not tried this blend, you should get some, check it out. If you have, comment, let me know what you think. I think it's a very, very enjoyable burley blend. Brings quite a bit to the table for you, really. That's kind of what I always look for in a good blend. Anyway, I hope everyone's having a great weekend. Hope you enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Till next time, keep them lit.